And she's here, and we're celebrating her book, and she's also going to be reading it to us. So let me tell you a little bit about Karis. She's a 6th grader here in Tallahassee, and way back in 3rd grade, she came up with the idea for Barner, who is the character, the title character of her book. Do you want to hold up the cover so you can see there? She finished developing that idea into a story in 5th grade. And Barner, what she's sharing with us today, is the first of what will be many published books. Because she's so full of ideas, is what I hear. Good. So come and gather around so we can listen to Karis reading her own published book, Barner, the Deer's Tale. All right, let's give a hand for Karis.
Hello, my name is Karis, and I wrote Barner, a Deer's Tale. Today I'll be sharing the first chapter with you. If you enjoy the first chapter, there will be books for sale in the back of the tent. There once was a fawn named Barner. Barner had 44 spots, the color of fading fog. He had 3 hooves that were midnight black and 1 that was gray. Barner lived in the forest life section of the zoo. This section consisted of deer, possums, and squirrels, all of which are considered boring. Who would say, "Please, Mom, I've got to go to the zoo. I must see the deer." Oh no, it's always bear cub this and baby lion that. All the lions and their cubs are so prideful they're not any fun to be around. In Barner's view, he had 3.5 visitors. 3.5 visitors, you say? How can one have 3.5 visitors? Well, there was a teenage girl who was accidentally lost and stumbled on the deer habitat. At first, she thought they were a herd of moose. The teenage girl began snapping pictures like crazy. Then she read the plaque in front of their exhibit and started deleting pictures, saying she needed to save her memory for the bears. She muttered something about needing to pay closer attention in zoology class and stormed off. So Barner only counted her as half a visitor. Barner always wanted to live in the wild. He pictured the wild as a perfect place where no one ever compared you to other animals. Little did Barner know that his family was split in the wild. Barner made up his mind that he wanted to escape the zoo. Barner wouldn't put up with one more old lady putting her nose in the air when being forced to pass the mule deer exhibit in order to get to the baboon exhibit. Barner attempted to escape, but his attempts did not go as planned.
Curious, can I ask you a few questions?
Yes, ma'am.
This is like an author chat we're having right now. I'm such a fan. All right, back in 3rd grade, what inspired this idea?
I always loved animals, and I wanted to be a writer, and I wanted to write a story that inspired children to remember that they're special no matter what happens to them.
How did you come up with the name Barner?
I needed a name for the main character, and I kept going through names, and then I said Barner to myself, and I fell in love with the name.
So somehow you just felt it. It just felt right. Now, I understand that you come up with lots of ideas. Do you write about everything that you come up, or how do you decide on what you want to write about?
I keep a journal on different story ideas. I write the first chapter of the story, and then I decide which ones would be better as stories.
Do you think that you can share a little bit in your audience, like a sneak peek of the more adventures of Barner? What might happen next? Or you're still thinking about it?
He has many different attempts to escape the zoo, and they definitely don't work.
Oh, okay. So that's intrigue. More to come. More to come. Now, we have a lot of aspiring young authors here in the crowd. I've talked to a few. What kind of advice would you give someone who wants to do what you did, who wants to write a story?
I would say write down your ideas and remember that you're never too young to accomplish your dreams.
That's true. That's good advice. Thank you. That's words of wisdom. So share your book again, and where will you be that people can meet you in person?
I'll be sitting at the front.
Okay, so right there in the front, so you can come up and you can meet Karis, you can get a look at her book, and I think you'll have an opportunity to buy a book. Okay, one more round of applause for Karis.